You know what they say, when something fails, you turn it on and off again and hope for the best. You hope for the best. Anyways, so hi, hello. Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. Hello Pokemon. Hello Crow. Hello Gideoneer. Hello Random Logic. Nice to see you. Hello Ty. Um, hello to Brink. Hello Cybaz. Hello Mobile Armor. Hello Wolf with Sword. Um, Hello, Shackman. Hello, Sparky Beardy. Hello, Gideoneer. And hello to Jove and Tobocato and Potter. And anyone else I may have missed, please just say something again. I'll make sure to say hi. But anyways, oh, and hello, Meridian. So, wow, 70 stream streak. Wow. Okay, that's quite a few streaks. Okay, so today, let me turn up the music ever so slightly. Oh yeah, that's about right for me. Okay. Where did the positive reaffirmation redeem go? Yeah. Where did the positive affirmation redeem go? I'll turn it back on. I'm going to turn off the bonk and head pat thing because I think we are running into some issues with it. And I will have to debug those later. So yeah, hopefully everyone is doing a-okay. Sorry for the delays. I missed the crown redeem. Please don't make me eat a crown. So what we were working on before is what the project will be continuing today, which is the force resistive force controlled robot. We got to the point where we had most of the sensors individually working. Hello, Miyuk. Nice to see you. Hello, Nico Dayo. Nice to see you as well. So we got to the point where we had most of the sensors working. Today, we need to get our relays working so that we are able to control our wheels. So that is going to be our first set of challenges today. So yeah, hopefully everyone is doing a-okay. Hello, Linted and Dr. Osaka. I am doing... I don't know how to answer how I'm doing. You know when someone asks, like, on one hand, I'm doing very good. On the other hand, not so much. But that's okay. Life is sometimes like that. Anyways. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's perfectly a-okay. It is perfectly a-okay. Debating if I want this guy. I think this one, right? Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay today. I know it is a Wednesday, so we're halfway through the week. I am still feeling all right. I do have a small case of stomach hurty. Thank you for the hydration. I will hydrate. But besides that, it's nice not being sick, which is always a treat. Let's go ahead and get this guy attached. So these are power relays. If you haven't seen them before, what they essentially do is whenever you give them a command... Oh. Hold on. Definitely not. Okay, yeah. Actually, I like this one more. Okay, so the way that this guy works is whenever you give it an input command over here, so you see this input relay, you're able to toggle it on and off as long as it's powered, and then it controls the device on the top pin out here, and then it switches it over to a different, usually a backup power, but in this case it's going to be batteries. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this guy working. Or hooked up and working. Then we'll write some code real quick to test it and make sure everything's okay. I got sick yesterday. That's okay. That's like the common, like... That's the New York special. That is the New York special. Let's see. Oh, long uke. So many people I know are sick right now. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, doctor. But don't worry, it can always get worse. Also, I asked... I know I shouldn't, but I asked... Guys, do I have catchphrases? Do I have catchphrases? Nodders? I enjoy your takes on pizza. Also, Chicago thin crust is way better than New York pizza every day of the week. Nodders. However, comma, you have mannerisms. You say munka a lot? That's because my life requires munka a lot, okay? It requires munka and poggers. For lack of a better word. Listen here. Okay, so apparently I do have a lot of catchphrases. Okay, so am I just like... Guys, am I just a doll? Or like an action figure or something? Like, can you just like pull the string or like press my stomach and I'll just like say... Hear me out, hear me out. Do you have any spare parts I can eat? Yeah, sure. Would you like a spare part? You know, if you can tell me what year, and without looking it up, the one fox, if you can tell me what year Constantinople fell to heavy cannon, I will give you a spare part to eat. Pretty fair, right? As long as you know your history. You have spammable voice lines, nothing wrong with that. That's okay. Heavy... Oh, no. Heavy cannon. Okay, that's looking good. And then we're gonna need to get this guy attached. I can't tell you when, but I can tell you that Istanbul was Constantinople at one point. I see. Unfortunately, that is insufficient data for meaningful answer. The correct answer was 1453. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Let me double check. Byzantine Empire. Yeah, 1453. Yes. Don't worry. Remember, when you guys have an unhealthy obsession with history, you too can have random factoids. You too can have random factoids that will never be of use to you. Is 1453 a new catchphrase? No, it's not a new catchphrase. Facts, it's not a factoid? If you say so. I only know because I've played Paradox games. I only know because I took AP history. See, I only know wrestling history and Street Fighter lore. Oh, okay. Oh, and Fallout? Anything else, Fox? The one who Fox? Anything else? Surely that can't be it. You remember AP history? I mean, yes? Dude. I think I've said this before, but I have pretty good recall. Modern history was much harder than AP history. Or a action evil science figure. Exactly. What's AP? Applied practice, I think. Essentially, it is the college. It is the equivalent of taking, like, international bachelor, or, like, IB classes. Except, oh yeah, advanced placement, thank you. It's advanced placement. It's essentially like taking college classes in high school, and you can take a test at the end of the year to get credit for whatever class it's in. So back in high school, pushes up classes. You know, I was pretty baller at it. You know the people who peaked in high school, that was me. I was the one who peaked in high school. I'll have you know I got a 5 on AP World History and U.S. History. Tobocata. U.S. education will forever confuse me. Yeah, U.S. education is definitely confusing. I think I've said it before, but I had a very, 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 very odd educational background. I always got 3 on my AP courses. Oh, I'm sorry. But yes, no, dude, when I finished, I think I've said this before. When I finished high school, I had 75 credit hours. And it didn't help me a bit. Still ended up taking forever in Kuleg. Was never in the classes out in the bungalow. I peaked in primary school. That's okay. We all peaked in primary school. It was about the journey, if you say so. Anyways. Okay. When I finished high school, all I got was a lousy diploma. That's okay. Anyways. We are going to need a separate... We are going to need a separate controller for this. So, what we are going to do is get this guy connected and hopefully upload some quick code that can test it, and then move on with our lives. And of course, we'll have to deal with system assembly today, so I imagine it is going to be a fairly busy day. Again, I took Calculus A, B. What you building anyhow? So we are building a force-controlled robot. So essentially, we make a car that, like, you know how, like, there are no droids here, or, like, these aren't the droids you're looking for, and then, like, like, if you're trying to make something, like, move with the force, you'll, like, or, right? And then you'll, like, put your hand on your, like, you'll put, like, 2 fingers on your head like you're focusing super hard on it, right? Or I'm just completely delusional. But that's how I think of the force. So we want to make a force-controlled robot. Oh, you're making a Nintendo Power Glove? What's a Nintendo Power Glove? Now that's the force. Exactly, exactly. Are you scanning brain activity for this? Of course. It wouldn't be much fun if we weren't. Remember, with enough... I was almost sent to... What act... It's another psyop. I just wake up to a psyop. I just wake up. It's another psyop. I wake up to another psyop. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're A-okay. We're so goldy on that. Open goal on that one. Yeah, I guess, if you say so. Anyways, I need to get this hooked up. I love getting dunked on by my chat. That's my 3rd favorite hobby. Incidentally, where safety is. What about be okay? What about be aggressive? What about be aggressive? Oh, wait, Fox, could I ask you a question? If you don't mind me asking. Okay. Are you here for the tech or the VTuber? I always ask this of people I don't 100% recognize, like, super well. I don't know. I just like taking a census of people. Anyways, got this here. Careful of how you answer both. Yeah, both is a valid answer. And hello, Malphabet. Malphabeth. Yeah, okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy hooked up and reprogrammed. Well, I came for the VTuber, but knowing you tinker with tech is pretty dope. Oh, nice. Okay, nicey. Almost forgot my favorite catchphrase. Wow, I could really go for 50 McNuggets right now. Listen, I have tummy hurty right now. Okay, I have a dire case of stomach hurt. So, I don't think I need to eat 50 McNuggets to prove myself to y'all. What? Hold on. This should be on. Okay, is something wrong with this? I ended up here from a raid from Owo, did not leave. I see. Wait, a raid from Owo? I don't think Owo's ever raided me. I think. Well, we already established your 32. Okay, to be fair, my 32 limit is only because I already ate like 2,000 calories in that day. Like, that's not fair. That's like saying, like, I can only jump 10 feet high when my legs are shackled. He did a while back? No, I would have remembered. I would have remembered that. Let's see. Sure, but we have no other proof for the 32 yet. That's fair. Your ability to go through 11 pizza slices in New York was impressive, though. I don't think that's impressive. I think that's just normal. I think it would be the opposite way, Shackman. It was very likely the opposite way. It could be wrong. Hold on. Let me click on your name. 11 slices or normal? That's only 2 pieces. Yeah, it is only 2 pizzas. 11 size... New York slices. It was New York slices. Are both of these broken? No, just that one. Wonderful. Okay, so this guy's fine. Okay, looks like we might have a problem with the other one. And the 11 weren't on the same day. Yeah, it was across 4 different days. Thank you so much for following, Isabel. I can't say the last part. Nope, I raided over and stayed from Owo. At the time, only had like 3 people I followed. Okay, if you say so, Chief. Isabella Fair? Oh, okay. Alright. So, this guy's probably broken. Isabel Fair. Oh, okay. Well, welcome in, Isabel Fair. Just going to plug in you. Maybe I had this mixed up. Oh, Sparks, thank you so much for subscribing. 10 months, wow. Have I been consuming your Prime sub for 10 months now in a row? That's a long time. That's like 10 whole months. It turns out my ESP problems were because the cord I was using didn't specifically work with it. 10 months? Jeez. I think... Who probably has the longest? Sheenie, if he's here, has the longest. Sheenie, are you here at the moment? But I haven't seen Sheenie around in a bit, so... Perhaps they're on a break. Let's get this guy touched. Wow, that's like one more than me. Okay. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to assume it was a wiring issue. And continue on with our lives. Because that's easier. Okay. So I need 1 male to female wire. 1 male to female wire. It's easy. Copium. Let's see. So what else has been going on as of late? As you guys know, I'm into the content challenge. It's going. It is going. It is a thing of all time. It is definitely a challenge of all time that I am already regretting even being born for. Not a difficulty of the challenge. Yeah, I mean, it's relatively speaking difficult, I would suppose. And for those of you who may or may not know, again, I committed to doing 101 days straight of content. So after stream today, I have to do editing. I know exactly what I'm editing, but I have to do some editing. Anyways, we need to open up our ESP stuff. So I need... What do we need? What do we need? We need a little guy. Okay, opening an example up. Give me just a second, guys. We just need a GPIO, example input, output. Not now. This guy. Are you frying 50 chicken nuggets? Listen, not everyone fries 50 chicken nuggets, okay? Not everyone fries 50 chicken nuggets. This should be on GPIO number 5. And then 5, and then 5. Okay, let me see if I can share the code with you guys real quick. So again, we are doing some very simple example code. The only thing that we're doing here is we're setting up a serial connection line. We are setting our pin number 5, which is according to this guy over here. So if you take a look in the top right, again, the GPIO number 16 and GPIO number 5. So 5 is the second one. So we will be using that as our output that we are driving for our test. So it should be pretty easy and straightforward. And then we just turn it on and off. And that's all we care about right now. So let's go ahead and give this a try. I'm not expecting anything to go terribly wrong. But we shall see. You know, we shall see. I'm always down for terrible things to happen. If you could rent an apartment above a McDonald's, would you? No. Again, I'm kind of a little tired of McDonald's, especially considering I got food poisoning the last time I ate there. So, you know, it's just a little bit rough. Just the tiniest bit rough. On the one hand, I really want to test if I can beat the 32 McNuggets. On the other hand, I copied Ori's, ended up eating the chalky ramen. How was the chalky ramen, by the way? Did you find it absolutely delicious? Okay. Alright, so what we want to see here is the red light turn on, and then we also want to hear the switch internally change over. So what I'm going to do is pause the music, and then see if you guys can hear it. So you hear that, like, switch as it switches over. So this one's good. That's good. Let's go ahead and test our other one. Boop and boop. Humana, humana, humana. How do you feel knowing that part of your legacy is now 32 McNuggets and food poisoning? I mean, I feel like that doesn't really change my legacy. I feel like my legacy is going to be the same regardless. Okay, got this. And you over here. And we are going to be running the same code. It's the same thing. We want to hear it click and the red light turn on. Okay, and then bring it close so we can hear it. Okay, so it is moving over perfectly fine, so that's good to go. All right. So what we need to do now, is we are going to have to find a way to secure this and figure out our power situation. So essentially, we are going to be able to control... Oh, this doesn't even be plugged in, though. We are going to need to be able to control our little car here. Oh, thank you so much for following, LM Shark. I like sharks. Sharks are good. But what we are going to be doing here is... Also, what's the LMN part of your name stand for? Sorry for the random aside. I'm just curious. So in order to get this control working, what we are going to guess, my guess is lemon. Oh, a lemon shark? Maybe. That would make sense. Yeah, lemon. Wait, Why lemon shark? Sorry, if you don't mind me asking, why lemon shark, dude? Okay, so we essentially have to mount this guy, and figure out how we're going to power it. We are probably going to try to attempt to power everything off of a single voltage source. We are likely going to have to solder on or secure a 5-volt connection. That's okay though. Reminds me of the Gara. But that's okay, because we have the best way of securing something. Hold on, let me show you. So here we have cable ties. And my personal favorite. We haven't used this in a while. We love duct tape. This is my favorite shark. I'm really jealous when divers play with the other shark. Weird looking hot glue. Yeah, that's weird looking hot glue. But what we want to do is essentially balance this guy so it's not too biased in one direction or the other. So we are going to figure out where we're going to place everything. What was the last device we made? The last device that we made was the last device that we made. I'm trying to think of what the last device we made was. The tug of war machine? No, cardiometer. Oh, that's why. Cardiometer. Okie dokie, okie dokie. I was just trying to remember if I had a 5-volt battery thing handy or not. I don't see one. Give me a second, guys. Oh. Hello? Okay. Give me just 1 second. I'm gonna go find a 5-volt set of storage, I guess. 1 second. Okay, I am back. Oh, also, positive self-affirmation. I am glad that the sun... I'm a person worth of value. While balancing it and not compensating in software. What a setup. I see. I see. Thank you so much, Ozymandias, for following. Are you a Fate Go fan, Ozzy? I hope you're a Fate Go fan. Because Ozymandias is pretty cool. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy attached. So we are going to need to power it. We are going to be using, hopefully just this should be enough to power our car. I would like to balance it in such a way that, sorry, IDK, what that is. Oh, don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about having not having brain rot. Okay. Let's see. Is Ozymandias the King of Kings? No, that's Gilgamesh. Okay, I'm trying to think of the best place where to mount that. Oh, you know that poem? The Epic of Gilgamesh? Is that what you are asking? I honestly chose this name more because of the ending. Man 1S. 1AAS. I don't know. Okay, so essentially what we need to do here is we are going to have two ESPs talking to each other. So one is going to be controlling the car. The other is going to be measuring our force aptitude or our force usage. So this guy over here, this guy is our force resistive stuff. So all of this is here, but we don't want it on the car because it has to track our movements and track our thoughts, and putting that on a car is difficult. So they are going to communicate with each other through TCP, Twitch Communication Protocol. My favorite protocol. My beloved, in fact. Ozymandias is from this sonnet. Oh, okay. Wait, are you... I'm sorry, is Ozymandias an Egyptian pharaoh? Or is Ozymandias not an Egyptian pharaoh? Let's get this guy. I'm trying to think of where I want this guy attached. Okay, so we want this, we want this, we want this. We want one of these. Do we need anything else? I think that should be fine. And then I want to control output over here because I want the wires to feed back. So I think like here's. So here's good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try to mount this with some zip ties. So give me just a sec. Looking to where I can mount them with zip ties. Okay. Greek version of Ramses II. Oh, hello, Baron Garamil. Your name is so bright and vibrant. Has anyone told you that? That your, like, your chat identity color is very bright and vibrant. One day I'll learn how to open things. Not today. Not today. As vibrant as your personality. Wait, do you have a vibrant personality? I wish I had vibrant personalities. Okie dokie. No problemo. Oh, thank you, Cogs, for redeeming Hydrate. Also, hello, Cogs. 1 second. I want to mount this guy by the blue. Of course, I got it backwards. I feel like I'd never get 50/50s correct. That is not what I wanted to do. This is not what we wanted. Okay. 1 second. I'm going to need to trim this guy. Okay, I want this fed through here, out through this hole right here, and then secured. That's what we want. Would be too XTX for us to all switch our names to the blue-violet. Please don't do that. Sparks, please. Sparks, it was already hard enough to recognize you without... It's... You guys are sure something. Anyways. Touch. I'm gonna go ahead and... Look-a-dokie. Let's get the other one attached. I'm just gonna put this here. Oh well, yeah, honestly, it doesn't matter where I put it. Okay, it's the same thing. We want to make sure it is fairly well balanced. It doesn't like have to be perfectly balanced, right? But we still want it to be like decent, for lack of a better word. So you are. I'm amused. That's good. I wish I was mused right now. I am. I get to hang out with cool people. What is there not to be mused about? That's pretty hype. Okie dokie. Not running into issues already. Zero chance of that. I am anticipating us finishing this today or tomorrow. It really depends on how the integration portion goes. I may have said that before, but essentially our main challenge here is going to... it's gonna be getting everything situated. Woo, Thursday stream? No, not like a Thursday stream. Oh. Okay. No, not an all-nighter either. Ooh, I messed up. Okay, hold on. 1 second. Slightly messed this up. It's not a big deal. More of just less an annoyance. Okay. Honestly, this might actually be more than a minor annoyance. Yeah, no. So I'm not going to be able to change that. Honestly, it doesn't matter, but still. Okay, if that's the case, what can we do about it? Honestly, it doesn't change anything, because it's still going to have to be mounted. Okay. Okay. With that mounted, what we need to do... Ori, are you familiar with Reliant Robin? It looks familiar to what you're building. Reliant Robin? Robin? No, I am not. What type of stuff is it? And then we're also going to need to mount battery. Reliant Robins are great. I'll show you later. Okay, sure. Just make sure that we can power our device. Let's see. What else has been going on lately? Honestly, not too much. Reliant Robins are possibly the quite possibly one of the worst cars ever made in the funniest ways. Okay, so you're saying this is one of the worst cars made in a possible way? Is that what you are insinuating right now? Are you insinuating that this is one of the worst cars ever made? You wouldn't, right? That would hurt my feelings. You wouldn't, right? I'm sorry. That's okay. Alright, so this guy turns on, you can tell. Alright, let's go ahead and get the batteries and stuff mounted. I think I just want this guy on the back. Honestly. Yeah, like right there should be fine. Okay, gonna secure this guy with 2 zip ties on ends. We are gonna need slightly longer than 7.9. Probably gonna need closer to about a foot when all is said and done. No, it's just that the Reliant Robins had a critical design flaw that made it really bad to drive them around town. So you're saying there's a critical design flaw, but we're the best engineer ever. There can't be a critical design flaw. That would never happen. No critical design flaw could ever happen under my watch. When is there not a critical design flaw on this channel? Okay, please let me know. What is the critical design flaw right now, Crow? And also, hello, Mirden. Welcome in. Your center of mass is much lower and probably... Your center of mass is much lower and it's probably moves much slower, but that's not a problem here. Yeah, movement speed is a nice to have, not a must. Also, if I ever get a zip tie right, I will be so happy, but of course not. How do I miss every 50-50 in my life? Like, I feel like I miss, like, 100% of my 50-50s. Like, I never get anything to right the first try. When it's, like, something that's, like, a straight 50-50. I'm not sure if that's, like, a superpower skill issue. Okay. I'll show you a skill issue. I'll show you a diagnosis skill issue. Kinda like a USB-A moment. Exactly like a USB-A moment. Okay. Cool. We just need to get this guy secured. Alrighty, next. Okay. What is a controversial subject that you guys would like... What is the controversial subject that you guys would like to talk about right now? Because that seems like a great idea. The Reliant Robin was a 3-wheel car with a single wheel in the front and high center of gravity, meaning that anytime you tried to tip it over, unless you were going super slow, then it would still sometimes tip. Oh, okay. Up. Okay. Just gonna... Okay. I went to Chicago and tried deep dish pizza. It was awesome. Mid. I mean, deep dish pizza is just lasagna, yeah? Okay. I would like some pizza lasagna. Nice. I would like some lasagna pizza. Okay. Factually incorrect. I don't think factually... That can be a factually... Okay. Then we'll also need to mount this guy, but we're gonna have to reprogram everything first. Additionally, I'm debating if we make a common rail. Okay, so 3 volts, 3.3 volts. I'm essentially wondering how we're going to be powering our engines on the backside. I'm slightly worried about something. What am I slightly worried about? I am slightly worried that... What am I worried about? Everything. But what I'm actually worried about here is distribution of power and then controlling the device. So I have the on and the off and then the 3.3 volts. And okay, so essentially need to check the number of grounds. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the silk screen, aka the writing that's on this board. So if we share, or if we do not share our outputs, I am taking a look. So we have one 3.3 here, so one 3.3 here, 3.3 in ground, one 3.3 here, and then should be one more on this side. Yeah, one more right there. So unfortunately, we do need to share, which means we need to either establish a ground layer or figure something else out. So the two options are making a voltage rail, or seeing if this guy will run on 5 volts, and then powering it directly through batteries. But batteries won't work because you have to tap the line. Okay, let's take a look at what this guy can handle when it comes to voltage. Okay. So what we're going to do is attach this. Also, the polarity does not matter even though we have both set up. Oh. Give me a second. Oh my gosh, my poor keyboard is like on the way out. A poor keyboard. Okay. I just need to move you out of the way. Very good. Okay. Got this attached. Okay. I am just wanting to check if we can run this on 5 volts. Again, polarity doesn't matter, so that shouldn't have any bad effects. Okay. Yeah, so you can run it on 5 volts from the looks of it. Spin, spin, spin. Yeah, we do like spinning. Okay. So if we're able to run it on 5 volts, I could double stack. Let's see, my options are double stacking, creating a common voltage rail for both this and for the device to pull from. Give me another second. What we are going to do is I'm going to take these and see how well they run off the 3.3 volts from the microcontroller. So I'm just going to connect you and the other one, and that should give us a little bit of flexibility. So you want 3 volts and ground. Doesn't matter who has what. That would just change the direction in which they are moving. Also, please let me know if I need to adjust the volume on anything, or if you guys would like to see anything else different. And I will be sure to get on that. Deep dish isn't lasagna because it's not layered with noodles. Deep dish is more like a casserole. Okay, so same thing. It's able to run off of it. So I'm not overly concerned as long as we can share the voltage out. Okay. So what I'm thinking, feel free to shoot me down on this, is that we give the 3 volts and 3 volts down here to our engines, and then we split the voltage for our other device here. And that's what we would like. So I think that's going to have to work. And the way that we need to set that up, I essentially need to make them shared. I'm going to need a very small breadboard. And then I'm going to have to swap these guys out with male-to-males. And that should work. Yeah. We need just a tiny bit of something. Up. Okay. Also, I should have... yeah, two-sided tape. Two-sided tape will make our lives a lot easier here. Up. Okay. So I need to swap these out with male cables. We could make our own cables, so... If we make our own cables, it won't take long, but it's just... Yeah. It's easier to make them and worry about it later. Okay. So I'm disconnecting our male to females because we don't need them. And unfortunately, that's what happens in design. You sometimes just have to completely hard pivot. So that's what we are doing right now. We are pivoting. So they don't need to be far, they just need to go from here to there. So we are just going to make a cable real quick. This won't take long. Pivot like a caster wheel. A caster wheel? I'm sorry, I'm not overly familiar with what a caster wheel is. Okay, I'm just gonna get this connected. Right, looking good. Same thing, gonna swap it over. Like the swinging wheel? The swinging wheel. I'm sorry, I actually don't know what that is. Caster wheels are like the bottom of rolly chairs. Oh, okay. Flip the thing over. Flip your thing over. The swinging wheel, flip your thing over. Wait, why am I flipping my thing over? Like, this isn't mounted. What's the issue, Gideon, here? The car you're building as a caster wheel? Oh, has a caster wheel. Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't really know I think I've said this before, but I'm not good with technical definitions of things. So if someone says, like, oh, this is an XYZ, it's sometimes difficult for me for that. I wonder why that's the case. It definitely is the case. It's okay. Electrical's like witchcraft to me. Likewise. But you know, if you keep bashing your head into the witchcraft wall, it eventually will work. At least that's my MO. Also, the more and more I think about this, I think the more and more I would prefer if we finish this today. Okay. So now I need ground. We'll just use blue. One sec. I am just pulling this guy through. Okay, that's not gonna work. Recognize when something won't work and hard pivot. That's my third favorite hobby. Oh, hey, Kynops, welcome in. I've always spelt it with an E. Caster to me is the oil. Spin to win? Yes, we are Garen now. Alright, let's go ahead and get this guy secured, and then we should be good. Oh, nope. Seems a little loose, but that's okay. Okay, let's do the same thing for the other side. And the reason why we're doing this is because we're short IO. We're short IO on our microcontroller. Just by one. I guess I could have tried double tapping it, but that's rough. Do you own a Geiger counter? Should normal people own one? I don't own one. I could try to make my own Geiger counter. That would be difficult, though. I like how that's my first thought. Just a little bit, just a healthy bit of brain damage. Okie dokie. And... okie dokie. It's a good first thought as an engineer, if you say so. Again, I kind of feel like I'm on the vibes of I've taken one engineering course and now I'm everyone's problem. Okay. Everything looks to be in. Now we just need to link it back, and I just need something for that as well. Which is gonna be pretty straightforward. It's just gonna be you and you. So you and you. And then feedback. Probably end up capping this off so it's not hanging, but right now this is fine. To our 3 volt and our ground. So 3 volt and our ground. I'm too much on project management, so my first thought is acquisitions. Oh my gosh, acquisitions. I don't know. Like, I feel like I don't have a good use for a Geiger counter. Like, what am I going to use a Geiger counter for? Like, reasonably. Anyways, if our wiring worked, both of these guys should be green. If not, we're in trouble. Okay, both green, that's good. I'll be right back 1 second. I need a quick minute. Okay, anything happen or burned down while I was gone? I assume everything actually burnt down and it's over. What if I just graduate right now? No. Should not do that. Anyways, let's see. Got this there, and should be good. Okay. Oh, thank you for the hydration check. I will hydrate. Thank you so much. Very good. Okay. I'm trying to think what our progression is here. So car is fine. Let's go ahead and get the other part of it programmed out. Also, temporarily, I'm just going to mount you with some tape, so we won't have to worry about it. Do dolphins need to drink water? Yes. I feel like dolphins do. Like, surely, right? I think a lot of dolphins live in freshwater, you know? Okay, I'm just gonna take this away for a second because we don't need it. So I'm just putting this on the other table, and real quick, what we are going to do is we are going to integrate this part. So again, this is our force sensing part. What we are going to do is we need to figure out how we are going to software command everything, and our outputs for it. So, let me see if this guy has a internet connection. If not, that's going to make life slightly more difficult, but that's okay. So again, we're trying to see if this guy connects to chat. I forget if we did end up making this guy connect to chat or not, because we do have to eventually make it connect to chat. So we are seeing if there's going to be a little bit of an output here. And I don't think so. Okay, so given that, we are gonna have to do some work. Yippee. Okay. So... trying to see if we have any code that might work okay for this. Okay, looks like the answer to that question is no. Okay, so give me a quick second. Oh, hey, Boulder. Wait, Boulder, how have you been? I'm pretty sure they get their water from food. A lot of things get water from food. Okay, I need to port over the Ethernet library. Okay, so real quick, I need to port over the Ethernet. I don't want to accidentally dox myself, so give me just a sec on that. I don't like this song. Okay, better. Actually, much better. Okay. The hydrate button, that Ori would be forced to inhale a fillet of... What? Wait, why would you make me inhale a fillet of fish, of all things? Like... Please don't make me inhale a fillet of fish. Please don't make me inhale a fillet of fish. Guys, we can be reasonable, okay? You guys don't have to force me to eat a fillet of fish. I've never had one, actually. It's like one of the few McDonald's items I've not had. Okay, network code is ported. I just need to open up BB for Visual Basic. I've been good, busy but good. Oh, okay. Okay. So, again, this is the code that we're working on. What we need to do here is... What we need to do here is our best. Notters. Okay. What we need to do here is our best. Yeah, no dir. Okay. So I need the accelerometer. So we're going to have to get the accelerometer code working. That's pretty simple. We're going to have to add in a few pound includes. We're going to have to add in an instance of the of our device. I think we'll connect it to the Wi-Fi after. Do we need to spin up a serial connection? No, we don't. I mean, we can. It doesn't do anything. I guess we can use it for debugging, so we should. Okay, I'm just going to copy-paste in some code. And then the other thing that we need to do is we need to set up our event here. So what I want to do is just grab this guy, post this here, and then that should be what we need. So let's go ahead and give this guy a quick check. Thank you for the hydrate. And also, I was supposed to give a self-affirmation. What positive self-affirmation? I'm glad that we are halfway through the week. I don't know what self-affirmation we should do right now. You guys force self-affirmations a little too much. I might have to put that on a longer... I might have to go on like a 5-day cooldown. Anyways. Let's go ahead and update this. We want this bot to say... Apologies. Hold on. I would like this bot to say... Honestly, it doesn't matter. Force bot. 5 days a crazy cooldown. You know, maybe that's the point. Maybe I want it to be 5 days so you guys only use it when we really, really need it. Anyways, so what we currently did is we just ported over our MPU code plus networking code together. We kind of just like stuck them together. And if we open our serial monitor, hopefully when this guy comes up, we will get out our values for our MPU. At least set it to once a stream then. I still haven't used it. Really? 5 days is too long, at least twice a stream. You have plenty of stuff to be positive about. Oh. I appreciate that, Sparks. I'm going to say something terrible now to ruin the moment. Okay, so force bot looks good. Given that, let's go ahead and check our serial. I'm slightly worried by the fact that we're not getting anything out on our serial. We love to see it. We love to see it. Tools, serial monitor. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we are getting just a bit of our output. So now what we need to do is we essentially have to take this code here and say, hey, left or right is active. And then the other thing that we need to do is we need to be pulling our ADC, analog to digital converter, from our actual like thought sensing part. So again, this is the force resistive sensor. We are using it to detect thoughts or detect like, hard thinkies. So depending on where this guy is mounted, it's going to be mounted on the side of my head. But yes, first things first, we need to get the polling for this guy right. So we're going to also have to bring over some analog to digital converter code. That won't be super difficult, but it'll probably take us a minute. By a minute, like, I don't know. How many scrum points do you guys wanna... How many points do you guys think that is? I kid, of course. Trying to think. Ultrasonic. Multiplexing. Microphone. Microphone code is analog. I don't hear poker. I don't play poker. You guys don't do planning poker? I don't know, 6 or 7? 6 or 7 story points. So points are only in the Fibonacci sequence. So that would not be considered a valid point. Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to set a pin. We are then going to set this guy as a input pin. It doesn't need to be called mic pin. What we are going to call this is force pin. And I just need to make sure that these are properly named. And then what we want to do is check this guy. So as long as we get a value from our force pin, we should be good. Okay, so int value, we would print the value. We want to see the value go high or low, essentially to threshold filter it, and then that's going to act as a gatekeeper to see if we're actually pulling our MPU or if we're actually listening to our MPU commands. Imagine if channel points were all tokens, were AI tokens people would rage. I see. Do you guys have brain damage? I'm just kidding. Well, actually, at least one person in chat, if they're still here, has brain damage. At least one person in this chat has brain damage. Oh, no, wait. We have, like, 2. Because if SFC is here, I'm pretty sure they're also brain damaged, right? Dude, we love brain damage. We love a bit of brain damage here. We love a bit of brain damage on this. Okay. So you'll see the literal printout value here. That's essentially saying what value we're getting out from our force-sensitive resistor. So it's super low when we're not thinking. Let's say we thought, and see how this guy goes up quite a bit. So what we want to do is, if I put this on my head and then think really hard, it should increase. Okay. Silent Lotus, hello, Silence. Think or rethink. Yes, exactly. I'm the one who has brain damage. My proof. I spent an hour and a half discussing with people the best way to destroy Naboo. Like, the planet? Okay. So, now what we need to do is we need to actually do some threshold filtering. So threshold filtering is essentially, we want to see if this number is above a certain point. Oh, thank you, Gideon here. So essentially, if this guy's above like 200, for instance, we'll say, hey, you're active. So what we do to test that real quick is I'm going to attach this guy to my face with some lovely two-sided tape. Delicious. We love two-sided tape here. And then I need to move this around my head. Oh no. Giant space laser the best way. It's destroyed every known Naboo. What? Are you okay, Sparks? Was that English? I wonder if we could make a giant space laser. Dude, I kind of want to go into a supervillain arc, by the way. Like, part of me really wants to go into a supervillain arc where we make nothing but evil devices for, like, several streams straight. Like We could go into a heroes and villains arc. I think that would be fun. Okay. Okay, I may need to get this to be slightly bigger. Okay. It's attached to my face. You good? Yes. No. Okay. We're gonna have to lengthen it. It is not long enough. Okay. So, this guy needs to be longer. Shouldn't be too difficult. I just need 2 male to females. Or a really long wire. Yeah, we'll just use 2 for now. This should be fine. If it's not, we'll deal with it then. Black, green. Hey, random. Hello everyone. Was working watching :Q, but now I'm back. What did I miss? We were talking about brain damage. I was saying if you were here, we have at least one person with brain damage, and then we likely have more. Perfect. Yes, we love a bit of brain damage in this chat. I think this is supposed to be on a ground. Hold on. Should be grounded. You, sir, are grounded. You, sir, are not. You, sir, are 3 volts. You are the measurement. And then you are the voltage jumper. And then other voltage jumper is you. That is correct. Okay, cool. Just need to get this connected. Then attached to our face. Have you ever heard that smarter people are less happy? I happily accept my brain damage. Is that actually true? Or is that just pseudoscience? I wonder if that would just be considered pseudoscience. Okay, so now we have quite a bit more lead, so I can attach this to my face better. Statistically, it's true. Oh, okay. I'll show you something statistically that is true. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll show you it. Anyways, press on this guy. Oh. One sec. Code. Maybe. Hold on. Just trying to connect to Wi-Fi. Give it a second. Okay, but seriously, when the new model? I'm sorry, what do you mean by win the new model? Could you please explain by what you mean by that? Or something's messing up with your audio. Can anyone else confirm? Could anyone else confirm that? One way or the other? I think the audio is fine. We saw your new model. When does it come to streams? Oh, so random. It's only going to be used whenever we need like a 3D model for something for like testing purposes. So like if it's applicable for testing purposes, we'll use it. But unless it's applicable for testing services, we probably won't be using it too much. So it's not like a permanent change. It's essentially just an additional option for us to be able to use, right? Oh, this guy is supposed to be on the 3-volt lane. It's okay. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, I'm going to attach this guy to my face. Give me just a sec. Wonder where the easiest place to attach it to my face is. Where do I think the hardest? Oh yeah, on the side of my head. Forehead? Oh yeah, we could do forehead too. I'm a VTuber after all. VTubers are known for their big foreheads, right? Okay. So, as you see, it's currently at nothing. Okay, it needs to be tighter, I guess. See, this is the part where things are going to get rough, because now we have to, like, start tuning the system, and I have to start, like, duct taping this to my forehead, for a lack of a better word. Which is always fun. That's okay, though. Lurking, waiting for medical tape to fail and the duct tape coming out. You're right, maybe we should just go straight to the duct tape. You know, we're gonna go straight to the duct tape. We love duct tape. Why even bother with... Why bother with proper tape when duct tape worked perfectly fine? Okay. I need scissors. Need some sizers. Where are my sizers? Where did the medical tape go? To college. What do I even mean by that? It's not even a statement. Where did the medical tape go? To college. I guess that makes sense because it has a degree. 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Something is bothering me very much. The tension on my chair is bothering me. Okay, there we go. And the other thing that I needed was scissors, which are right here. Medical tape is going to beat me in the next interview? I don't think so. I hope coworker Kun is watching that way, or he doesn't have to explain the red mark. Dude, it's funny that you say that. Like, you guys know I experiment quite a lot, right? You guys know I experiment. I'm a little silly Billy, right? So, like, quite often, I kind of look like a... That's so bad to say. I kind of look like a domestic abuse victim. If I have my, like... If I have, like, my sleeves off. So, like... Because, like, I have bruises, like, up and down my arms because I'm constantly experimenting and constantly bumping into stuff. I'm not, like, super great at it. You know, just a lot of reasons. Just a lot of little reasons. What? Okay. Listen. Okay. Hold on. I need to attach this to my face. Oh, thank you so much for following, Mike One. Constantly bumping into stuff is so real. Her SO is a... I don't even have an SO. I don't even... Listen, I haven't dated in years, okay? Like, you guys always say something something, but... Listen, I haven't... Okay. Okay, this is mounted to my face now. Wonderful. Let's see if it's working. Connecting to Wi-Fi. Oh my gosh. Think, Ori, think. Okay, that's not hard enough. Interesting. Her SO is hopes and dreams for the future. Yes, that is my SO. My significant other is my hope for the future. Ori, what kind of values are you looking for? Honestly, I'm not looking for anything. Do you have a pulse? Oh. Yes. How far off 12? It should be like in the hundreds. Yeah, it should just be basically anything higher than... This might not be sensitive enough. I'm kind of worried that this might not be sensitive enough. Okay. I feel like we weren't running into this much trouble beforehand. And yes, I do have a pulse. Okay, I do have a pulse. So it might be an analog number, but can we just consider it on and off? Yes, we can. I think I know what the problem is. Guys, I think I know what the problem is. Hold on. Anyone see a problem here? Anyone see a problem here? Anyone see a problem? Anyone know what the problem is? You guys got it. The sticker's still on. Anyways, back on my face it goes. I'll have to head off, but nice being with y'all. Definitely be returning. All right, see you later. Okay, given where we're at, maybe. Okay, hold on. Then I need a small piece of tape to secure it. Oh my gosh, I hate when you can't get, like, the peel started on tape or anything like this. There are a few worse feelings in the world. Okay. Just need to attach this to my head. Let's check our tracking, and then... Okay. Think. No, don't go down! Don't go down! Go up, go up. Come on, go up. Go up. 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 Brain activity's not dropping, okay? Think. Why is it? Why are we struggling so much? Happy thoughts. Mine is after 8. Hold on. Okay. More try. Let me try over here. Oh. Oh. Maybe. Hold on. You don't know how hard I'm trying right now. I'm trying so hard. Okay. Okay, we got it. We'll just do like over 50, it looks like. Okay, hold on. So if I try. Oh, yeah. See, look, 394. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's so hard. You guys don't. You guys don't know how hard I'm trying to think right now. I'm trying. Okay. That's okay. Alright. Hey, Ori. Hello, Midnight Minute. What's up? Okay. So we do have it working. We just need to set the threshold filtering now, and then it should work. So what we need to do is essentially make a threshold filter. So, unless... another day. Yes, another day. How you? Think, Ori. What's 10 more years? Think, Ori. Think. What's 10 more years? Okay, next I need to mount this to my hand. Okay, gonna need to mount this to my hand. We're gonna need some duct tape and some good vibes. Duct tape and good vibes, that's the plan. Okay, real quick, because we don't need it right now. Okay. Disconnect our thoughts. Disconnect our thought sensor. How you? I'm doing just a-okay. Just a-okay. Are you still trying to lift the boulder to finish your Jedi training? Unplugs the brain. Yes, unplug the brain. I'm trying to figure out how far out we are, and if this is a next stream thing, or if this is next stream me's problem, or if this is current me stream's problem. Okay. Owie, owie. Just need to get this guy mounted. You guys wonder how I get bruises? This is how I get bruises. By jamming electronics into me. That's how I get bruises. Okay. Okay. So essentially, whenever we are moving, so this is what default looks like. And then if I want to move to the left... Oh, I could zip tie it to myself. That would work great. Why didn't I think of that? You're right, guys. You guys are so right. So true. That's what zip ties are for. Okay, real quick. Zip ties. Ah, well, that's okay. Anyways, one second. Okay. Oh. I'd probably use tape also. That's okay. We'll use tape later. We just need to get to the testing portion. Okay, so if we mount it like this to our hand, this is okay. This is just life. This is just like average life. Okay. Oh. Serial connection died. Give it a second. If Ori plushies become a thing, it should come with duct tape and zip ties, bruises. I feel like that's messed up. I feel like that's messed up, but I don't know what to say to counter that. Okay, so taking a quick look, you guys can see the acceleration data. Okay, so you guys can see the acceleration data there. So if we get it to like the side, so if we wanted to go left, we'd do this. And see how the y is now -10? And then if we wanted to go to the right, the y is now +10. And then if we wanted to go forward, the x should change. Yeah, and now the x is. So what we need to do is we essentially have to set up our software to be able to detect that. Which is easy enough. So whenever we think super hard and do the motion at the right time, it should cause the car to move. In theory. Keyword in theory. And then we still need to make the Ethernet, or the Twitch controller, and get this integrated. That's okay. We got this, we got this, we got this. Duct tape and zip ties feels like she's about to kidnap someone. I don't kidnap people. Anyways. And also, I can get this off whenever I need to. Like, see? Anyways. Let us resume programming, because we're going to have to program a solution here. Okay, so essentially, the thing that matters, value. So, if value. So if value is more than 50, so if we're thinking hard enough, if we think hard enough, we don't care about the serial information, nor the temperature, nor the delay. What if it's less than 50? Nothing will happen. Wait, you didn't put a piece of tape over it back so the pins wouldn't dig into your skin the last time you did this? Wait, are you Is that what you're supposed to do? Sparks, no. Like, look, hold on. See? It's just digging into my skin. Is that not okay? Should I have not done that? No? Bad idea? Look, you can see the electronics. Anyways. Good evening. Very good evening to you, Michael. I mean, it's unleaded solder, but it would prevent bruises. It's okay. Listen, if you aren't willing to get a few bruises to advance the scientific field, are you even a scientist? Not that we're a scientist, but, like, I don't know. You are a part of the circuit? Yes, I am a part of the circuit. Okay. So what we want to do is essentially be checking the X, the Y, and the Z. Is this really advancing anything, though? I would say we're doing a pretty okay job with advancing stuff. So what we are going to do is we are checking a.acceleration, a.acceleration.x, and we are checking its value if it is more than what number? We'll say like more than 7. We will want to, if this is fulfilling her childhood dreams of having magical powers, but we'll count it as an advancement. Okay, to be fair, Sparks, we've already made magical spells before on this channel, so like this is just an extension of magical powers. This is just an extension of magical powers. I need to send Twitch message. Okay. So forward. And then we need to do the same thing except for Y. So we need to do Y if it's more than 7. Okay, so if Y is more than 7, and if X is more than that, and Y is... When this causes to spam chat, it's going to at the moment, but we're going to put a delay in it, so it won't. And then if it's less than that... Okay, so this should be... Do you remember the Star Wars Force Trainer toy from 2009? It scanned brainwaves. No, it did not. What does the Great Reset do? I don't know. Ask Alex. Alex knows what that does. But it resets all VIPs on the channel, is what it does. And it gives the person who initiated it VIP. So it essentially makes you the only VIP. Alex is actually sleeping, I think. Wait, did he miss the stream? Is he gonna, like, lose his streak? Hold on, like, I gotta check something. He has to do something at 6. Okay, yeah, I don't see him. Mom or he is being parasocial again. How am I parasocial? I'm not parasocial. I'm not parasocial. Y'all are parasocial. Anyways. Left, right, forward, and then what we want to do is throw a delay of, I don't know, a second or 3 seconds. Yeah, Alex, add us in Discord if you get to this point. Please add us in Discord if you get to this point. No one tell Alex about this. Add us in Discord if you see this. Okay? Anyways, let's go ahead and check this code. All of it should work because, you know, we're a flawless engineer. You know, there are a few engineers who are better than us. Anyways. Let's go ahead and get it uploaded and attached. Is it parasocial if you friends though? Exactly. Okay, I just need to stick you down there. Okay. So now, if we touch our force sensor, I'm not going to attach this to my face because it's too much effort right now. So if I'm touching it, and then at the same time I'm doing the movement... Oh. Whoopsie. Okay. Wait, we should be... Yeah, okay. Okay, so it should say the direction that we're going. Then if we pitch forward, it should go forward. Okay. Then... Same thing. Put it over here. Okay, so it looks like we have our lefts and our rights confused. That's okay, that's an easy enough fix. Okay. Okay, so we have our lefts and our rights confused, but besides that, the system's working pretty okay. Alright, so next, I need to detach everything from my body. Give me a second. And not give myself bruises. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay, so we need to swap left and right, but besides that, it is looking pretty okay. Okay, can we finish this? I think we can finish this. I think we can finish this. Guys, do you think we can finish this or no? I believe. I believe this time. Oh, yeah. You're right. Do we finish this stream? Yes. No. Does the project finish the stream? Okay. Wait. It's supposed to be a prediction. It's supposed to be a prediction. 1 second. Let me set up the prediction, guys. Do you think the project will finish this stream? Will project finish this stream and work? Yes. No. Submission period. 2 minutes. Alright, you guys got 2 minutes. I have confidence she'll finish the stream. See, the money says... Follow the money, and the money says do exactly whatever Sparks doesn't do. I'll be right back 1 second. I need to grab something. Okay, I'm back. What level of close enough counts as works? I mean, it's turns whichever direction. So does the device or does the robot turn whenever we want it to turn, and like does it control based on our thoughts and our motions? If yes, then yes. If no, then no. That is what you are betting on. Godspeed. Okay. So now that we have the left and right working, what we need to do is we need to finish up the setup for the car. I believe. Alright. Now it's a matter of who do I actually want to appease. And now we'll be ending stream. No, I'm joking. Let's go ahead and get it working. I'd prefer if we could get it working. Okay. First things first, I need to hook up our drivers. So this guy is going to be... five. I don't think I've ever won a Gamba. She hates me. Same, never won. We always bet against Sparks. Always bet against Sparks. That is the safe bet, by the way. Is there a way to make the rectangular selection in Emacs? Make a rectangular selection in Emacs. What? Always rigged. It is always rigged. Okay, so we need to connect these guys to our outputs, and then we also need to connect up our engines. Okay, so one of you need to go to the ground. The other one has to go to power. Okay, so one of you guys, you go to ground. The other one goes into the power out. Which should be the on. Should be the on. Need a screwdriver. Oh, there's a screwdriver. Okay, this is easy, right, guys? Easy project. Easy project, 2 days in and out. Threw all my points at no. Stop picking donate points. Oh, thank you so much for the raid, SoFi AI. SoFi AI? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. I am Oriana Aura. I am a human hybrid dolphin VTuber inventor, and currently we are working on a force-controlled card, aka a car that you both have to think and make the force motions to actually actuate stuff. And let me shout you out. Give me just a second. And then so... But, welcome in, raiders. What were you guys up to? If you don't mind me asking. Okie dokie. Then we are gonna have to figure out the ground connection here. So, one of these guys goes to... ground, and then the other goes to output. Alright. Rimworld? Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so... Thank you for having us, Sophia. Sophia is an AI I've been Oh, hello, Umadine. Okay, that's who you are. You've been developing for the past year. Very nice. Okay, so if this works, what should happen is it turns on every 3 seconds, and then it should cause the motor to go every 3. That's a wild project. Okay. So it looks like we have a problem. Control device. Let me double check our outputs. I need a special guy. I need you. Alright. Control devices in the top, which it is currently in the top, and then we need the DC live wire. Okay. That's what we are missing. We're missing a DC live wire. Okay. DC live wire. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect the power, and then we need to get 2 male to females for this. 2 male to females, is that correct? Yeah, 2 male to females. Dude, I feel like we are always short those. How are we always short male to female cables? I feel like that's the most common cable, and we're always short it. It's like being short DPS in an MMO. Like, you're never actually short DPS. Okay, there we go. You're always short? I'm not short, dude. We can always use more DPS? Okay. I remember you working on that in the Codebug server. Hard to believe it's been a year. Oh my gosh. Wait, so how is it going? How's the project going? If you're working on an AI, how's it going? How's she going? She's come a long way. Nice. I need 3 volts. Three volts and 3 volts at the bottom. Okay. Ba-ba. Okay. 4-5 is more than tall enough for a VTuber. You guys are gonna be so shocked. I've told you guys that I'm like somewhere, like I'm 5 foot tall. Not like 5 foot flat, but I'm at least 5 foot tall. I'm not 6 foot tall, but I'm 5 foot tall. Anyways, here we go. Let's connect it and see what happens. Power. Power goes on. Hold on. Image. We want the image to be this guy. 4 foot 11 inches. Okay, listen. VN is the bottom. Okay. VN's the bottom. Okay. So it should turn on for 3 seconds and stop for 3 seconds on this wheel. Then I am just going to swap these 2 wires out real quick. So by swapping these 2 wires out with each other, it should cause the other wheel to go. Uh-oh, polarity issues. Okay, we may have some polarity issues. Or you know that finger length correlates with height? Yeah? I do know that. Why? What about it? Okay, yeah, that one's that color. Why is the polarity on this guy wrong? Okay, so I need to swap the polarities. That's fine. Alright, so I'm going to unpower the device, and then we're going to swap the polarities. So the red is going to have to go. The red and the black are going to have to be swapped. Okay. That's okay. We love swapping polarities to mismatch. Okay, so this is going to go to ground. Oh, thank you so much for following Night Howler, WF, Wind Fury. Trying to see what your prof is from. I can't quite make it out. But welcome to the stream. Okay. Then black is the... Oh, thank you so much for... Wait a minute. You're an AI. Dean, did you just follow twice? Okay. Alright. So that should cause this wheel to go forward now instead of backwards, which makes so much sense. And then let's get this and this guy over here. By the way, we'll probably go 30 more minutes, and if we aren't really, really close, we'll probably end it there. Okay. So, if I plug you in, that wheel goes forward. Okay, cool. Then we want this guy to go forward. It's the same thing. This guy goes forward the other way. Cool. We are good. I have her follow people I plan on raiding again. Oh, okay, cool. All right, so both these guys work. What we need to do now is actually make it control from chat, right? And control by only me. So what I am going to do is yellow goes to the left. So yellow is to the left. Yellow is to the left, and right is green. So yellow left, right green. Okay, so yellow left. So we are going for a yellow left, and right green. Okay, so we need to keep track of that because we need to make our code actually interpolate that. So what that means, we essentially have this kind of working, but what we need to do is we need to write code that will allow it to be controlled. So what I wrote in chat means that when this wire is turned high, it's going to turn left. When this wire over here is turned high, it's going to turn right. If you turn both high at the same time, it's going to drive forward. So that's what we are going to do. We need to make the tracking for it, or not the tracking for it, the capability for it to receive those messages and do stuff. So I'm going to take... What's the best plan here? I think I take a version of the network code, port it over. What about reverse? Oh, we don't talk about that. Silly Midnight, we don't talk about reverse. What's a reverse? We could make a V-bridge out of... If we made a V-bridge out of 2 more relays and another power source, we could do it. But that's a lot of effort. We could. Like, in theory, you can. I do want to say in theory I definitely could, and we definitely could do this, but I just don't see much of a reason to add the complexity. The cursed V-bridge circuit. Listen, okay, Sparks, are you just mad that we made our own circuit and that it worked for voltage swapping? And then we made our own Twitch communication protocol. We just make stuff that doesn't work that works here, okay? That's kind of our MO. Okay. Yeah, we're good. It works within very specific constraints. Good. Okay. I want to finish this. All right, so the only thing that we really care about here is setting our inputs and outputs. Yes, give us control. You guys won't have control, actually. I'm the one who's in control. So first thing that I need to do is we need to set pin modes. Okay. I'm sorry. Turbo mode or button this time? No. Pin mode. You guys aren't actually getting control for once. 5 output. Pin mode. Mode 4 output. And then Ori's Dictator arc has started. Yes. Oh. Thank you so much, Pokemon, for subscribing for, wow, 7 months straight. Thank you so much. I hope you have a good time. I hope you do have a good time while you're here. Like, yeah, notters, notters. Notters. Notters, thank you. Okay. I'm gonna regret this so much. Carbot. Okay, so carbot. So after we get the carbot, we need to take this, and then we need to do this, and we need to do and IRC message dot nick dot index of Oriana Aura is true. And then we just set this guy to left and right. Okay, so we set this guy to left. We want to pin mode 5 high, delay 3000, pin mode 5 low. Okay, cool. And then we do the same thing except the opposite for right. So 4 and 4, and then right, and then forward. Anyways, who has a bad time during an Ori stream? It could be me. Pin mode. Thank you. It is digital, right? Apologies about that. It is definitely a digital right. Digital right. And a little bit of a digital right. Okay, cool. So we have both high, low, and left and right. The other thing that we're going to need is... the other thing that we need here is we need the forward capability. Forward. Wait, did I spell forward correctly? Hold on, I gotta scroll up in the chat and see if I spelled forward correctly. Forward, yes, okay, we did. Cool. So, forward. We did not spell it forward. That's what I was checking for. Right, so I'm gonna set this guy to both high and low, and then this guy also needs to go to a low, and that should be good and working. Alright. This should magically work, because I said it did. And I believe in the me that believes in the code. And you guys believe in the me that believes in the code that believes in me, right? Right? I'm on the no team, but I believe in you. Oh. Okay. I believe. It's content for the 101 days either way. That's true. Okay. So, it's programming. And then I just want to... left. We want left as 5. Okay, so that will be you. Left is you. And then green is right. Okay. Let us check. Okay, so Carbot should connect, and then what we want to see is that left works. I am going to pick it up off the ground, but left should go this wheel. Sorry, all caps. Papa. Uh-oh. That's the right wheel. That's the right wheel. That's fine. And then forward should be both. Ball alert. Should work. Okay. Real quick. The only thing that we'll have to do is just swap you. And you. And then our code will magically work. Okay, so let's give this a test. I'm going to disconnect you. And you guys aren't able to control it. Only I am able to control it because it checks for the user being myself. So unfortunately, you guys don't have any... You guys don't have any agency here. You guys are kidnapped, for lack of a better word. Not kidnapped. You guys are along for the ride. Alright. Bottom right. Okay, that guy is... We have agency. You guys have agency? Wait, you guys have agency? That's wild. We always have agency. That's true. Time for us to become Oriana Aura 2. Oh, yeah. Just in case you have any ideas on becoming that. One person did try that previously, and I did unban them after, but I will not unban anyone else who does it. So your main account will unfortunately get banned if you guys do make an account called Oriana Aura 3 and try to type the commands. You will get banned. Smile. And I will not be unbanning you. Anyways. This needs to go here. This needs to go here. Okay. This bot's on. The other bot needs to go on my head. And my arm. Is exploiting IRC allowed? No. And no, I don't convert it to hex. Okay. Hold on. I just need to attach everything to my body, and then we'll be good. Then we'll be good to control this with the Force. Alright, guys, you think it's gonna work? Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Remember, if you're not willing to endure just a bit of pain, so are we mind controlling a robot? Yes, that's the plan. Desert Artificer. Whew. Okay. Yeah, remember guys, believe in the Force and you guys will not get lit down. Okay. Ow. Hold on. I need to reapply some duct tape. Okay. I missed the vote, so undetermined. Did Alex miss the last 20k points? Alex isn't here. Someone picked the Battlesmith subclass. What? Okay. I need this here and around my head. Okay. We're in the think, mark, think position. Okay. We're in the think, mark, think position, and then I just need to get this plugged in, and then we should be good. Okay. Okay. Come on. We're so close. I just want this to work. Okay. Get this connected, and then whenever we make the correct motions, it should work in theory. This is so painful. Okay. Please work. Please work. I'm asking you, please work. Okay, so if we go left, please. No, please. Come on, please. Down, maybe? Oh, those are disconnected. Not a good sign. Just thinking really caused me that much pain. No, it's the everything else that causes me pain. Okay. Please. Please. Ow. Please. Okay, so. Okay, left. No, that's right, you stupid robot. Just. Okay, so this would go left then. I hope. You're right spirit, wrong directions. Listen, I'll show you the right spirit, wrong directions. You're about to get the right spirit, wrong directions, okay? You try having many electronics wired to your face, okay? And you see how you perform. Okay, one more time. Okay. 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 Okay, please. Okay. Let's try it forward. Okay, forward, please. Please. Please go forward. Why can't you go forward? Think, think, think. Am I not thinking hard enough? Am I not? Come on. Come on. No? Okay, one more time. 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 Let's reset it. Maybe it'll... Okay. Ollie. Ground. 3 volts. Delay might be blocking the thread. It shouldn't be. Okay. Ow. Okay. Bot force. Okay, cool. Now, go. Just go, please. Please just go a direction, little guy. Why isn't it going? It should be going. That implies... What does that imply? 1 second. That implies that our connection with the ADC is not good. Which implies that this is disconnected. Are you not a Jedi or a Sith? I'll show you a Jedi or a Sith. Please? I can't even tell if you're on. You're not even plugged in, are you? It hurts. Ah! Bad. Bad robot. Okay. One more time. One more time. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. Think right. We're thinking right. This is gonna go left, but we think to the right. Please? Use your anger. I'll show you anger. I'll show you so much anger. Whew, okay. Okay, I will make... Please just work with the force. I just want you to work. Okay, I'm gonna make it go forward. I'm making it go forward. I just think and then forward. Please go forward. Yes! Eat that, world! Eat that, world. Okay, and then we go to the left. So if we want it to go to the left, we do this, I'm pretty sure. So this should go to the left. Ha! Oh, well, yeah. Yes. Okay, and then to the right, please? To the right? No? Okay, hold on. Hold on, please. I just want you to go to the right. How hard is it to think? Think, Omni-Man, think. Okay, come on, go to the right. Go to the right. I just have to think harder. Harder. I have to think harder. Okay. For a VTuber, very hard. Okay. I don't know why, but it's struggling. Give me a second. Okay. Okay. We want it to go to the right. We want it to go to the right. So if we think and then... Haha! Yes! Yes! Sweet success. Sweet success. Sweet, sweet, delicious success. Okay. We did get it working. We did get it working. Okay, one more time. I want to see forwards, and then we're good. I want to see forwards one more time, and then we're good. I'll call it working if we get forwards. What does the headgear look like? It looks like a piece of duct tape to my face. That's what it looks like. Okay, forwards. Ah, 1 second. Okay, hold on. Forwards, please. Forwards. Ah. Yes. Yes. Okay. The bot works, guys. The bot works. Good news. It only took us 2 days to make a force-controlled robot, which in hindsight is pretty cool. So it is a mission successful. It is a mission successful. We were successful. We did build a force-controlled robot. Congratulations, Sparks, on your first ever prediction win in almost a year of watching the channel. I am proud of you. Wouldn't it be hilarious if I misclicked? Notebook of Grudges Day. Yep. So it did end up working, so we are going to have to come up with a new project that we will be working on Friday. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. So, what we need to do now is we need to figure out who the heck fire we're going to raid. So who would you guys like to raid today? Who would you guys like to raid? We could raid Colin. We could raid Colin Q. You want to raid Colin Q? This weekend is Mother's Day, by the way. Okay, noted. Miss Lala VT. Miss Lala. What type of stuff does Miss Lala do? Oh, I have seen this person. They have a very cool avatar. Yeah, let's rate them. Okay. So what we will do is we will make a force-controlled robot. So, Jedi force-controlled robot working. Ba ba ba. Okay. Something like this, and then Jedi force controlled robot working. Ba ba ba. And then ba ba ba. Okay, so those are the 2 raid messages. We will raid Miss Lala VT. She has a very lovely avatar. I recognize it because it's extremely iconic. I hope you guys have a good afternoon, evening, and night, wherever you guys are. I'm going to get to editing because I have to finish an edit within the next, Check's Watch, 5 hours, or else I'm going to break my promise. So, thank you guys again so much for being here. I really do appreciate it more than you guys know. And in case I don't see you on Friday, have a very good afternoon, evening, and good night. All right, cool. See ya.